Morning, all of you. So last explanation about the drop-down control. Actually, program completed. For the same drop-down control, if you add 3-4 items, sir, it automatically becomes as an application form. Just a student enrollment form or student inquiry form. Already, which type of training required? What is the course? 2 fields are ready. Top of this one, add another 4. Full name, email ID, contact number. Next, date of birth. We already knows date control also. Convert this one into application. Division, required division, not required. In original applications, if you want to use or if you want to design more than one tag, should place in division tag. Automatic processor. One or more than one components, if you want to group it or you want to design, division tag support to confirm. That is very useful for future coding also for us. Situation not demanding also, you can use division tag. No problem. Malli volume was such a. Sir, any audio problem? Yeah, for your batch only, why it is getting audio problem? Okay, na? Okay. Okay. Okay, if division tag, CSS settings, all those things, if you are not interested, just go for the form tag, sir. That is compulsory. ID equals to form. Action equals to some register dot something program, ASP.NET. Method equals to, sir, get only, post doesn't require for us. Just close it. Form close. Next, a small label. Enter the full name. Label close. Opposite we are creating. Yesterday also created opposite directions, I think. So opposite, one small text box. Input type equals to text. And ID equals to FNA full name. Name equals to FNA full name. Field required or not, you can decide it, apply that one. We know how to set the compulsory concept. Required attribute is there. And then line break. So enter email ID. Input type equals to email. MID. Name equals to MID. Next component, contact number, phone number or contact number. Better go for the contact number. So input type equals to text box and ID equals to PH, name equals to PH. Next, full name over, email ID over. Next, date of death, date of birth. So label, date of birth and label close. Opposite, input type equals to date, ID equals to DOB, name equals to DOB. Limits, if you want to set it anything, we have the min and max attributes. Date of birth also ready. And after that, gender. Oh, required. Next one, mode of training. The next one, select the course. And that last one, submit button. Heading of the button is enroll. And button close. And form tag is also close. So once see the output of this one. We are not focused on alignments, just we focused on the content designing only. Full name, email ID, contact number, date of birth, which type of course you required and which course is required. Fill all the details and click on the enroll. That should be recorded in your backends. But now I want to show one small thing, sir. But all these things I need neat alignments, sir, proper alignments with some simple code and shortcut code, sir. Better use the tables. Tables. Design the table with two columns. First column place all labels. The second column place all input controls. But without any margins, without etc., alignment is comes perfectly and sharply also. Table shape remember kada? Table always designing the sharp. That is the thing. Is it possible to place all these things in table, sir? Why not, sir? Headings, any type of data we can place in tables. Already we tried images also. This is also tag only, nothing special. So table should be divided into two columns. Where we have to start the tables are after form tag. After form tag, start the table. Here the table starts. First one TR. TR inside TD. Direct to TDA. Headings are. Headings we don't need. We are not presenting data. So no need of the headings. Directly TD tag. And TD tag is close. Next again one more TD tag, sir. In second TD tag, input tag is comes. Next TR close. Then BR tags not required. The first row. So we started the table designing and it creates the one row. The one row inside two columns available. First column label, second column input tag. I repeat the same combination for all records. But alignment perfectly it will come, sir. Designing completed. Now once you can go and check it. So this is the appearance. Alignment is comes properly first of all. So fill the details here. All our details are handed over to the next program. Our task is completed. What button can I get into this place, sir? Call span or row span options available. So by using that we can get it. Otherwise, అయితే అబే ఏమది? We'll get exactly button bottom of that one. Exact sharp position it will comes. What you did, sir? First column blank I leave it. Second column button displaying. This if you don't know now, you have to use the row span or call span options. Even call span if you use it, button comes center only, exactly not bottom of the text box. Center or left side or right side it will comes in your table, but not exactly down of the text box. So exactly down of your text boxes you want to get it. First column should be as display as a blank. Second column we are displaying as a button. But position perfectly it will comes like this. So demo on drop down control as well as the small application and recent controls we utilize it here. The next one is search box. I'm going to designing, sir, search control. Search control actually continuation of this drop down box. So that's what I'm going to discussing here. What is the search control means, sir? In our Amazon, Flipkart, top of that one we have the search box for product searching. That is called as search control. What is the special in the search control, sir? Typing allows to plus selection allows. Search boxes allows to type the data plus allows to select the data also, like as drop down box. Not used as search box. Amazon or Flipkart to other websites. First time, పాతదేనా? మరి the search box allows to type. At the same time, it is allows to select. Reasons are every search box inside drop down box is available. In my search box, drop down box available. How we can say that one, sir? When you're performing any search operations, if you click on the search box, sir, without typing anything, first it listing all the components, or all the components listing after clicking. What is that called? Drop down. Otherwise, second situation. So if you start the typing of something, sir, one word I typed. What happens next? A one word related some items are comes. That is also drop down box. It's also drop down box only. So drop down box plus text box combination is text search box. One drop down box for selecting of the item, one text box allowing the users to type. But previously we saw some drop down box. Can you type any data here? No, we can select only existing values. Restriction is there. But I want to allow the users like this to type it also, sir. Then you should go for the combination. Text box to drop down box. Combination required. If I design the text box to drop down box, sir, you will get like this. See that. Input type equals to text. IDs have secondary things, sir. A text box is ready. Next line break. One drop down box I'm going to creating here. Option some red. Option close. Option some blue. Option some yellow. But what happens, sir? Text box created separately. Drop down box created separately. Individual components comes in both in the separate lines. That's all. Designing okay, but something missing. What is it? Combining missing. Actually, drop-down box should not display to users directly. If you display like this, feel missing, sir. Suspense required. The crime thriller, suspense required. So then only user also something feeling. This box we have to create it, but initially should not display anywhere. Whenever the user they click on this text box, then you have to display that one. So between these two, a small linking mapping required. For that mapping, we have the special control also. Special attribute is also available. Before that, we have to make a small thing that one. I want to hide this select tag. Select tag designing and a drop down box designing required, but hiding also required. But generally drop down box hiding, no. That's what to do, sir. We have another tag, sir, that is called as the data list tag. Same syntax, same explanation. Data list not displaying, drop down displaying directly. Wait. Where is drop down? Visible, but we designed together. We designed with 4 options, but drop down is not visible. And a hiding. The first operation success. Next, the second operation that should be mapped to this text box. Whenever I click here, a box should be appear. Suddenly the box is comes. Why select tag? I change it to data list and select tag creating the drop down, but always displaying on the screen. Data list tag continuation of the select family only. It is also creating the drop down, but not displaying directly on the screen. Both the drop downs are, but one directly visible and one not visible. And when it is visible, sir, whenever the something happens on the box. So what to do, sir, here? One attribute is available, sir. That attribute name is list. What is our tag name here? List. The list of items. A list of items should be mapped to list attribute of the text box. A list name you have to map it. Man ID selectors, class selectors we are mapping same mapping, yes sir. ID equals to something A, sir. Name equals to something A. So write that name here. The mapping step. This name and this name should be same. So I am text box, but I want to display the list of items. A list of items where it is available in data list tag. What is the ID of data list? A. So I map it to that A data list tag. Now series one, sir. Click on this box. A button observed. Previously we never seen this button. But now if I click it, what happens? A drop down list is comes here. See that. A 3 items available in the drop down list. A 3 items are displayed. ఇది మన అమెజాన్ ఫ్లిప్కార్ట్ సెర్చ్ For filtering also supporting, sir. Coming to the filtering also. So place the cursor here. We can select it directly, no problem. But there's so many items available, sir, scrolling problems are time waste. Then you can do type only red. Filtering, only red matching items only displaying. Other items are not displaying. So this is only now you are facing generally. What S? For what S? This is only you are facing. Somebody they are in another planet అనమాట. తెలుగులో అయితే ఇంకొక లోకంలో ఉన్నారు somebody. Another planet, another universe, whatever it may be. Somebody here only but not here. And a body here only, brain maybe tomorrow's holy preparations or something anamata. No attention. So program concept aithe this one, sir. I'm going to designing with a large and long program. Unordered list to order list to kaadu. The program. OLUL tag which program we design? Car mobiles for program. Mobiles car models. After that we discussed any option group. OL. Wait. Actual coding aithe this one, sir, that I'm going to designing with a little bit meaningful way, like this. Copied from another batch, but typing and a time taken process. Input type equals to text, ID equals to A, name equals to A, list equals to my data list. That is my data list ID. Inside this data list, sir, I maintain some Vivo models, mobile names. Number of models. Next one, option tag again continues. Here I maintain some Samsung models. But if you observe the typing order, first Vivo models I followed one type of pattern. Option tag opens and option tag closed. In Samsung models, sir, option tag opened only but not closed, sir. But how it is working, sir? We are not given any data here. In data not presented or not data not given scenario, your value only taken as a data. What we typed in value, that only is taken as a data also. Otherwise, you have to write again separately like that Samsung to M12. Already top options, I already designed the same thing. I just want to show the second model also. So second model is this one. It is also valid step. In value, what we typed, that is internally using, plus that is externally also displaying. So all Samsung models I just placed as a single option tag. All Vivo models I placed as a paid option tag. Then these all the things I placed inside the data list. The data list I map it to one text box. Same program as sir, items increased. If you click here, sir, Vivo models, Samsung models, all comes here. All models. Now I'm going to typing something. Suppose S20, sir. And now what we have the list bottom? Only S20 combinations only display. Galaxy S20, S20 Plus, S20 Pro, S20 FE. Samsung Galaxy something showing, sir. But in that S20 word is available, so that one it is displaying. Otherwise 20 only I am typing, sir. Again same only. 60 only I typed. So Vivo X60, Vivo X60 Pro. The filtering is working or not properly, that I am showing here. So these are the options and data list. Select a tag, data list tag, but internal component same, working style is completely different. Select a tag directly displaying the component, data list internally designing when you start the typing activities. But this single word is missing, sir. My total program waste. Nothing is there. Constructed, designed perfectly, but jointing missing. Then only its total becomes as a waste. This attribute is the key attribute. Mapping statement between the text box to the data list. Next, we are going to starting HTML5 release tags. Up to now, what we discussed, these are available in all versions. Old versions available, new versions also available. Now, what I am going to starting, these are supported by only HTML5 version. Old versions, it's not available. The first tag in our new tags is details and summary tag. Detail one tag, summary another tag, one parent tag, one child tag. Details is the main tag come parent tag. Summary is the child come subtags. Parent tags, child tags, we know so many, sir. Even your last example also parent tag available, child tag available. So what is the purpose of these, sir? Observe the names, sir, very clearly available. Details, summary. Summary means full story. Details means shortcut. देखा हाँ और बोलता बड़ा ఆయన లేపండి సారు వాట్ యు ఆర్ డూయింగ్ మీరు ఏమన్నా ఫస్ట్ స్టాండర్డ్ సెకండ్ స్టాండర్డ్ స్టూడెంట్సా సార్ ఒక్కొక్కరు ఎంత పెరిగారు ఫుల్ స్లీప్ Hmm? I'll do one small thing, sir, especially for offline students, not for online. Because online you are sleeping or what you are doing, I don't know, Gada. Offline students especially, who are not listening properly, concentrationally, who are sleeping, immediately I'm asking 3 questions you. 3 questions if you answer, you can sit and sleep, continue, no objections. I'll give my chair also for a relaxing purpose. Pushback also available, headrest also available. Unable to answer, sir. For 10 minutes is continuing in the standing position. Especially boys. Girls almost active. Boys. Huh? No, we are always worse. If I identified any person without watching the screen, head except the screen and my side. If any other side head is available, questions are starting. Directly questions are starting, sir. All these explanations, time pass I'm explaining. పనిలేక ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తున్నానా కొద్దిగా మినిమం సెన్స్ రిక్వైర్డ్ కదా మినిమం సెన్స్ మళ్ళీ డిగ్రీస్ బీటెక్స్ కంప్లీటెడ్ ఇఫ్ యూ డిస్టర్బ్ మీ ఇంకా డైలాగ్ స్ట్రాంగ్లీ కమ్స్ యాక్చువల్ శివకుమార్ డిఫరెంట్ కరెంట్లీ కంట్రోలింగ్ అది if I observed anything head except my side and screen side any other direction available 3 questions if you answer I'll give the permission to give anything for that day not answered 10 minutes standing no excusing if you try to argue out no discussions a serious matter for boys especially not all who are doing for those I know and those also knows So the next tag is details and summary tag. Details means a shortcut to summary means full information. I said almost boys they rotated head like this. అందుకే ఇక్కడ ఫైర్ కమింగ్ అన్నమాట డీటెయిల్స్ అంటే షార్ట్ కట్ సార్ హూ సైడ్ సార్ ఇంగ్లీష్ టు యూ సమ్మరీ అంటే ఫుల్ డీటెయిల్సా we are in the some other planet too that is only it will comes what I am saying not receiving here anything మన సంక్రాంతి ఫెస్టివల్స్ కి వస్తాయి కదా అదే కొద్దిగా టేక్ ద రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీ అండ్ లిసన్ ప్రాపర్లీ So summary means short information, details means full information. Summary tag is displaying always the simple information. When you click on that simple information, sir, the full details are exploring. Clicking required. Then like as our data list, initially details tag not displaying anything. Summary only displaying. You have to click on the summary, then details are going to exploring like this. Example, sir. The best example your editor says, sir. All of you are using Edit Plus, Visual Studio, something, sir. A left side plus minus icons available. That is only I'm explaining. Where is my program? Hiding. And now we are watching with the summary. When you click on the summary, sir, full details are comes this one. In every HTML editor except the notepad. Except the notepad, all HTML editors expand and compress. Both is available, plus and minus symbols. That only in our HTML we have as a tags. And both are the pair tags and both are the block level tags. Both are paired and both are block level tags. If you go for my computer icon also we have the details and summary. In my computer also we have the details and summary. Right now what we are watching it's a details. And if you click on here, sir, it is summary. This is summary. In my computer icon, my documents icon also we have this option. But this is not web page, but option same only. Folders 7, that is just a short information only. Devices 4, short information. I want to see the device details, sir. Click on here. These are the device details. I want to see the folders list, sir. Click on here. Our detail and summary tag also working like this only. You got a folders 7 is a summary tag data. Displaying all the icons side by side like this is details tag duty. So any type of content we can explore it, sir. Headings, paragraphs are. How many varieties of tags you know up to in HTML? All tags we can use inside the details. And the text details we can display, image details we can display, table details we can display. That is meaning. So details main tag I already said. And this is the summary. Open, write something text here. And summary close. And details also close. But what happens, sir? Generally summary displaying. If I click, sir, details exploring. But details inside we are not designed anything, so blank it will comes. Details inside I am not typed anything. Observed? We have only summary tag. Summary they have their own text. But when you click on this summary, what you want to explore, that we should write here. So I want to write some headings, sir. Why not? Something red, H1 close. Now check the program. Again click it, hiding, explore, hide, explore, hide, explore, hide. We have anywhere these type of things in our websites? In any website we saw like this? No kada? Would waste tag kada mari? Wikipedia. Or why this new version tag? Not old tag also. Try to recollect properly. If it is not available in website, newer version specially introducing waste kada. We're discussing time also waste. Never seen in any website. WhatsApp. Mobile WhatsApp. Mobile WhatsApp not website kada. W3 schools. Unda W3 schools lo. You know, Gmail also we have these things are left side. Left side Gmail also available, sir, these things. Right side list of mails displaying. Left side some options are comes kada. Inbox, priority, something more, something. When I click on the more, some more options are comes. If you have the personal folders in Gmail, sir, a folder name display. When you click on the folder, a folder internal content is going to exploring. Gmail's left side we have. Next, Wikipedia and next. Google Drive. Available. Available. Google Drive, Wikipedia, and one more in our cricket websites also we have these things, sir. Cricket scorecard is there, kada. In cricket scorecard also we have. But match running, already 3 wickets gone. But Rohit Sharma, 30 runs out of 25 balls. Over. Next to bottom, second player. But Rohit Sharma, 30 runs. In 30 runs, how they scored, sir? How many fours, how many singles, how many, and if you click on the button, bottom pop-up menu is comes. A score clear analysis information is comes together. Which website exactly not remembering, but cricket scorecard score table it will comes. Player wise runs is displaying. At all match running, 11 players available, 11 players after how many runs, how many balls, who whenever the wicket gone, who is the bowler, who is the catcher, something information is displaying. So Virat Kohli 150 runs out of 110 balls. Simple as it. He 150 runs, how many fours, how many detailed information required, sir. If you click on that name, bottom one box is comes. And the same place only. Same place only one box is comes. In that box, a detailed score is available. Ones how many, twos how many, threes how many, fours how many, sixes how many, tens how many. Available, sir. Next time watch it. Otherwise, okay, solid. More enough. It is basically designing. In this place, we can place any type of content. Not only headings. I already said how many HTML tags you have the idea. Those all the information we can place it. I want to create one more detail tag, sir. Sure, sir. One more detail, two details. Two texts are comes. When you click on this one, first one is exploring. When you click on this one, second one is exploring. Same code copy pasted. Same code copy pasted. Then we got this type of appearance. Here I'm removing this one. Enroll. Your previous example I'm copy pasting here. Today's first example is there an enrollment form that I'm going to copy pasting. Enter the drop down example, total form tag. Only form tag. Placed inside the details. Form tag I placed inside the details. See this one. Enroll. When you click here, sir, form comes. When you click here, form gone. Any type of content we can place awareness creational. So these are the two new tags, sir. Next one, output tag. One more tag. Coming all tags, new tags, sir. Whenever these new tags are completed, then CSS starting. CSS we know already, sir. We know something, sir, but still some pending is available. A pending after these tags I am going to covering. The next one is output tag. So what is the purpose of this one, sir? To display the outputs produced by JavaScript. Because HTML outputs not producing. Reason, it's not doing any calculations, it's not doing any if conditions or log. Generally, whenever the code is executed, output it will comes. Code. But HTML non-programming language, directly designing the page. So within couple of days, not couple of days, maybe 4 or 5 days, we are entering into JavaScript also. Whenever you enter into JavaScript, sir, coding is starting. Calculations, so for loops, so if conditions is a common thing in our JavaScript also, right? I executed some for loop. A for loop output I want to display it, sir. Further, the specialist tag is output tag. But this is current version you said, sir. Yes. Old version developers, what they did, sir? Old version developers, they used the span tag. span, or sometimes a paragraph tag. But for displaying of outputs directly, and a straight tag is introduced with the name of output. Only HTML, if you use this output tags, it works like as your labels spans, nothing special. A label tag you know very well, so works like as just like that only. If you integrate with the JavaScript, the specialization it will comes. So exactly what we can say the purpose of output tags are. Output tag is displaying the data produced by the JavaScript within the same page. Within the same page. That is the special of this one. Normally JavaScript output producing always in the separate page. The first page we are entering some details. First number or second number. Click on the sum button. I'm displaying the sum, but in the next page it displaying. The data entering is comes one screen, output displaying in the another screen. But that is sometimes not comfortable feeling, sir. That's a in the same page I want to get the output, sir. For that, this special tag is introduced for us. So displaying the dynamically produced data by the JavaScript within the same page. That is the purpose of this output tag. If I use this one with only HTML, sir, like as label tag, nothing special. See this one. Your label tag, how it is working, this also working in the same manner. Reason, we directly design the tag and data also. We given a data, JavaScript is given a. We given. So developer directly typing the data. So static operation. Indirectly, we can use for the static operations also, but specialization dynamic operation. I want to see the dynamic feeling, sir. Little bit of the JavaScript is required, sir. Only HTML like the no chance. Little bit of JavaScript compulsory required. I'll do one small thing. Preparing a small button. Event attributes, remember? HTML event attributes. Also called as dynamic attributes. One of your FAQ also, but we are not remembering. FAQ. On click, on load, something like that. Long back we discussed, sir, HTML we have 4 types of attributes, and we'll get some questions also from this topic. What is the HTML core attributes? What is the HTML dynamic attributes? And some question we asked. A dynamic attributes are also called as the event attributes. Anybody Gnaneshwar Reddy? Daneshwar. Somebody came and said. Dynamic attributes and also called as event attributes. They starts with on. Not discussed, On click, on focus, okay. That the attribute compulsory, sir. Because that days only we already discussed. Without event attributes, JavaScript accessing is not possible. A HTML page, they want to call the JavaScript. A HTML tags, they want to interact with the JavaScript. Event attributes is the only option for us. Without event attributes, today only I explained. Or you also sitting silently? Listening. You said, Okay. This is button. Heading is, sir, click here. Just a message, click here and button close. Now what is my intention, sir? Whenever I click on this button, I want to print a small message. Hello, no, how are you or something. For that, actually in JavaScript, what we are doing, sir, one printing step we are using, document.write. Document.write. What is this, sir? It's a small printing function in JavaScript. JavaScript's printing. Compared to your other languages, printf available kada. C అయితే printf, Java అయితే system.out.print, a JavaScript to document.write. Method concept same, names are changing. So inside that, which message you want to print? Write the message here. Button clicked. Button clicked. A small message. This one you have to place here. So if you click on this button, immediately the JavaScript is executing. A pink color is JavaScript, sir. But heading will not available anything, sir. JavaScript completely variety subject, sir. Monarch style subject anamata. I'm monarch. I'm not following anybody. Everybody should follow me only. JavaScript coding syntaxes, rules and regulations, coding pattern, it's not matching with any of your programming languages. Underline this word. Because something favorable to Python students, sir. The similarities are available between the Python to JavaScript. Java.NET to C, C++, they completely wasted. Not matching anything. That's a starting days onwards, I said. We don't need any other subject knowledge because it is following their own architecture, their own programming styles. C to C++, so many similarities is there. C++ to Java, so many similarities is there. Java to .NET also, lot of syntax is matching. Lot of class designing almost same, method developmentation same, constructor designing also same, and Java to Android also matching, but JavaScript not matching. The complete different programming pattern. So other subjects knowledge, if you don't know also, there is no problem because freshly we are learning again this one. But concentration, attention compulsory. Otherwise, it's playing the football with you. JavaScript to playing the football with you. Whenever you little bit carelessly, if you behave with that one, little bit negligency comes, 70 mm scope picture it will comes. Doubt available or seniors or somebody available, na? Ask core Java easier, JavaScript easier. JavaScript complication, core Java easy. Data structures easier, JavaScript easier. Data structures are easy. JavaScript tough up. Reason, you never work like this in previous any of the other subjects. First time you are working. The Java no .NET and first year BTech or somewhere you already designed that type of programming and you have already some registration here. Already that word is comes. But first time I am seeing this one. Really, sir. So imagine like this, a single line and printing the message. Can you do in your regular programming languages? Never happens. So JavaScript is not tough. We are making it as a complication. తెలుగులో సామెత ఉంది గుర్తుపోయేదాన్ని పొడులా తీసుకుంటా. It's a simple. When, sir, if your concentration, listen and practice it. Otherwise, I'm completely helpless. 1 week maximum, we are entering into JavaScript. Now see this one, the button. If we click on this button, sir, a message is comes. But in the next stage, the second page or the first page, if you refresh it, you will go back to the previous page. Again click it, sir. Again printing the message. But now what is my requirement, sir? It's printing the message, but on the next are separate screen. I want to print the besides of the button only, or I want to print the bottom of the button only. Use output tag. Use the output tag. So this I'm just placing in comments. It's also valid, but displaying place is different. This we have to remove. Then what to do, sir? First to create an output tag. An empty output tag I am going to create. A blank output tag. For data, sir, data JavaScript is filling. A tag opened, tag closed. Any content is there between body is there? No. So that output tag body should be generated by the JavaScript and filling in that gap also. Now again one question, sir. Again question. And recently we discussed this point so many cases. Any HTML tag, the input tag or whatever it may be, if I want to use in JavaScript, we need one attribute. What is that? HTML tag, HTML element, HTML component. If I want access from JavaScript, one attribute is required. What is that? Say confidently. Sound, madams. Name. One more attribute name is there, kada? But name where we are using? Server side. ID? Client side. Sir, if you open last 15 examples, current exam, previous example to last 15 examples, every program ID name is available, kada? But why you are using no idea, na? And somebody answered, okay, balance. Last 15 examples, any program if you open, ID available, name available, ID available, name available. Why? Why we are writing? ID for client side, name for server side. But now we are working with client side coding or not? JavaScript. But JavaScript, they want to access that output tag. What we require, sir? ID attribute is required. Daily we are using last 1 week, 10 days onwards. How you are forgetting? Very bad thing. Long back we used, sir. That's why we forget, sir. Example number 46 also we used ID and name. If you did like this, I am also losing interest. Abba waste level, no need to explain all the points. A feeling is comes. Once if I got the feeling, sir. ABCD, IJK, XYZ course completed. Detailedly we are discussing point by point. Practically we are working. Remembering your duty. When I am asking, responding, your responsibility. Then I also get, I have to explain more information. For every point if you sit waste a feeling వచ్చిందనుకో batch completed. కళ్ళు మూసి తెరిచేలో batch complete అయిపోద్ది. I can do. I have that capability. Recently, 5 minutes back, event attribute ante long gap not remember. Acceptable. ID attribute long gap not acceptable kada. Write something ID. What is the ID, sir? Your enters ABCD, IJK, XYZ, chicken or mutton or fish, anything is to take it, no problem. I'm taking some RES or OP, outpatient. This is the ID of the output tag. JavaScript uses this ID for interacting with the output tag for data retrieving or data assigning process, both operations. Because sir, example number 32. Here we already discussed it clearly. Where we have to use the ID and where we have to use the names. Example number 32 to example number 46 continuously we are using that IDs and names in every example. Using or not? We already discussed that one. See that JavaScript using the ID to collect the data from your HTML tag and to assign the data to HTML tag. But a second part I am going to using. TF1 dot value equals to 123 is there. Na? Same step I am going to writing with output tag. OP dot value equals to message button clicked. This is JavaScript part. So whenever I click on the button, sir, the message displaying in the output tag. Output tag is available besides of your button only. Where is output tag, sir? Here is the output tag. But not visible, sir. Data not available in the inside. So blank tag. Click it. That is button clicked. If I click the second time, sir, second time if you click it, no use. The code is executing. Again, data is assigning. But already you have the message, button clicked. Second time also, button clicked only. So button clicked replaced with button clicked. So field missing, but code is executing in background. How many times you are clicking on this button? That number of times the data is assigned to output tag. Number of times assigning. But same message cavity, it's really assigning an auto, we are unable to get the clarity. But code is executing. First time you will get the clear picture, sir. Second time onwards, so field missing. But code is executing. So document.write, I just replace it with the output tag. Document.write, I just replace it with the output tag. Document.write printing the output on the next page. Output tag is helping to print on the same page. But you said dynamic data, sir. Yes, sir. In this message place, you can write for loop. And the button clicked message place, you can write the for loop. A for loop output is displaying. Or in that message place, you can write some calculation. A calculation answer is displaying. We don't know about the JavaScript, just we are existing with small messages. The functioning are not a testing required. After a few days, we are writing original programming in this place. Next one. See in the same one more example I am going to show you here only. Just take a small line here. I'm creating two text boxes. Input type equals to TF1 and a text field 1. Sorry. Type equals to text and ID equals to TF1. Name not required because we are not developing any server sides, only client side currently. First text box is close. Next second text box, sir. TF2. Next one button, sir. Button. Again on click equals to something. Heading, sir. Heading add. Heading is add. So enter the numbers in first two text boxes. First number and second number. I can write here placeholder is there. Remember a placeholder? Enter first number. Message to user. Enter second number. Message to user. So after filling the two values in first and second text box, click on the add button. I want to get the result. The result displaying one option again document.write. But next page. I don't want. Same page. Take once again output tag. ID equals to result and output tag is close. Empty output tag. So what is the logic here in the on click, sir? First I'm writing separately here. Get the value from the first text box. Which attribute required? Get the value from the first text box, or collect the value from the first text box, or retrieve the data of the first text box. Which attribute is required? Idea Malli. Idea sir. Alright, doubtfully saying Malli. Which attribute required? फिर से बोलो. What is ID? T of 1 dot value. Second box, T of 2 dot value. It returns the value of first text box. This is returns the value of second text box. And find the sum of these two. Assign that result to output tag. Now you'll get the dynamic feeling also. Because every time we are entering different numbers, outputs also different showing. But we'll get a small problem here, sir. What is the problem, sir? First I'll run the program. Problem you can identify, then solution I'll show. T of 1 dot value. You either here. Old example. It returns the value of your text box and store into some variable. I'm not storing, instantly performing the calculation. If you are interested, you can store it. That's not a problem. But only storing in one variable. Again, next first variable plus second variable. Extra steps. Get the value from the first text box, store into one X variable, sir. The actual step. Get the value from the second text box, store into one variable. After that, X plus Y. Instead of that, we can write directly T of 1 dot value plus T of 2 dot value. Program workings are outputting some problem. Enter the first number 45, enter the second number 20. Add sir. Step missing. Result dot value equals to. The output tag missing, sir. That's only we will get the problem. Find the value sum of two text boxes. Assign that value to result. Result is a output tag. First number 25, second number 78. Add. Any problem? The concatenation under that. It is called as concatenation. 45 plus 78, 45, 78, nothing but an concatenation. Programming terminal. Rama plus Rao, same thing happened. Because you want to see the Rama plus Rao. Rama Rao. So why this concatenation performing, sir? What is those boxes, sir? Text boxes. Text means string and the data available in string format. So whenever the data available in text or string format, generally concatenation it will performs. So the data should be converted into number format. For that we have some special functions in JavaScript. JavaScript, if you are not understanding, leave it, sir. That's not a problem. Because JavaScript spelling also currently we don't know. Because I am not explained. Focus on output tag only. Sir, JavaScript I am not understanding, sir. Yes, you are not understanding, sir. Leave it to, that's not a problem. The tag working or not, check it. Get this step, sir. First, to convert the data of TF1 and TF2 into number format. How, sir? For that, one have one predefined function in JavaScript. One is parse integer. One of the predefined function of the JavaScript, parse integer. They convert into integer. The same thing in second text box also. Parse integer. Again, convert into integer. So, two text boxes values I am converting into integers, then finding the sum and assigning to output to tag. The matter. But now it will work, sir, program perfectly. But I need some more information extra. What is that, sir? We are printing the result. What is the result? Sum. A message also required. I need that message also. Parse integer before, take the single quotation, addition value or sum value, whatever it may be. Sum is plus operator here. Remember, message plus result, both it will comes. I don't want any messages, sir. Just write this one. Now check it. First number, second number, add. 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 A negative value. It's working properly. It generally matter. But not dynamic, not continuously changing the data. Data protected by the JavaScript. The data displayed by the output tag. But this is only addition button and a plus button. Can I write the rest of all calculations, sir? Subtraction, multiplication, something, sir. Same, sir. Just copy paste it and change the symbol. No. This line available, this first line. Copy paste that line 5 times because 5 arithmetic operators are available. Just copy paste the same line, a plus symbol, change it. Rest of program same as. Okay, I'm taking a small line break here. Button 1. Now I'm writing button 2, button 3, button 4, button 5, 5 buttons. First button addition, second button subtraction, third button multiplication, fourth button slash division, fifth button modulus operation. Change the button headings also. Add, subtract, product, division and mod. This is actually second button to fifth button in the code simplifying, sir. First button code is the long process. Second to last button we can reduce some code. What is that code, sir? If parse integer doesn't require. We don't need of the parse integers for other calculations. Only for addition scenario only that is required. Rest of scenarios, so program works automatically. Code simplification I am showing for balance buttons. Observe the 5 buttons. First button conversion. Second to fifth buttons conversions not necessary. Reasons are JavaScript specialization. But other languages everywhere conversion required. But JavaScript other cases not required. Only addition case conversion required. Rest of all the cases JavaScript automatically converting the data. Or why plus only, sir? Plus some clashes between the plus and JavaScript anamata. And in flashback some breakup between the plus and JavaScript. Based on that one, it's not doing. Rest of all operators are friends only, so automatic conversion is going on. Now you can see here, enter the first number, enter the second number, addition 135, subtraction, product, division, mod operation. All are working perfectly. A mini calculator is ready. And some tags value if you want to know it, some code is required. Subject value if you want to know it, after getting of the job only we knows that one. Before that, we don't know the subject knowledge and faculty explanations point values also. After getting the job, your seniors assigning the task kada, hey, do it this one before evening and then cinema starting. అది మ్యాటర్ అదనమాట. ఇది ఫ్యాక్ట్. Next one, the output tags are actually output a single line, but rest of all the line extra code. But that functionality you want to understand properly, these are the additional things required. Next we have one more tag, sir. It's called as a mark tag. Marking and a highlightation of the text. And one more tag, BDI, bidirectional tag, BDI, bidirectional tag, and one more is base tag. Total 3 tags I am covering. Simple tags here. JavaScript also not required. First of all, mark I am going to showing, sir. So what is the mark tag, sir? Name only we have very clearly, sir. It's marking the text. Marking and a highlightation of the text. Highlighter we know kada. Pens available, highlighter pens. Which color generally? This tag also yellow ne using. So take one paragraph. Take something paragraph here. On small sentence. And paragraph close. But in this paragraph, 30 days and not free software, I want to highlight it, sir. Not free software plus 30 days, I want to highlight it. So simply use the mark tag. Mark tag close. Paired plus inline, sir. Paired plus inline. So this is the uses, and it is highlighting the text with background yellow color. You don't like that color, apply the CSS, change the color name. Next, this 30 days also I want to highlight it, sir. Mark and 30 days mark close. So the 2 times it is highlighting your data with yellow color automatically. Color also it is choosing automatically. If you don't like that yellow color, then go for the CSS, change the colors of those. It's just a simple tag. Only purpose that only, highlighting of the text. In other cases, no use of this one. Next, bidirectional tag is available. I'll just explain, sir, but it's not working. Our English language is not working. Arabic language it's working. Bidirectional. English writing left to right kada. Arabic language adi bidirectional concept. So especially that language typing scenarios it's working properly. Currently in English, if you use it, sir, nothing. What you type out, the same thing comes into output also. What you type out, the same thing comes into output. No special effect of that one. When you follow the right to left direction process, if you apply this tag, the data comes to left to right process. Right to left direction is going to changing into left to right direction process. Normal regular languages అయితే nothing special, sir. It is also paired tag plus inline tag. Paired plus inline tag. No special currently in our systems. Normal message is going to display. What we are typing, the same thing is comes. You want to see the functionality of this one, your typing should be the right to left pattern. Then the output is comes into the left to right pattern. In proper output it will comes. But right to left we don't have any habituality together. Arabic knows candidates అయితే then it's useful for those. Other languages no chance. The other languages you are not feeling but tag is working. Then why they introduce it, sir? For that language, sir, not for our language. Next one is the base tag, sir. It actually settings tag. Base is not designing purposes, settings purpose. Settings tag. It should be used in the head section and single tag, unpaired tag. Base used for the settings, so should comes inside the head section only, and it's an unpaired tag. What is the use of base, sir? To set the base URL of your web page or your website. But websites and inside we have n number of programs are available. But all programs URL same? No. 10 programs to 10 URLs available. But 10 programs if you observe, 60% URL same. 10 programs URLs if you observe 10 URLs, so in the 10 URLs length 60% of length same only. No na. www.abc.com/search.html, www.abc.com/login.html, www.abc.com/something.html, and up to the domain name URL is matching. So your web page contains the 100 programs, or inside your web page 100 times URLs you require. But 100 times URLs if you require, sir, 100 times http://www.mywebsite.com/something. And the last word changing purpose, so this total name is going to repeating. Example, sir. I'm going to displaying 100 images here, sir. IMG tag is available. I'm displaying the 100 images here. But 100 images source comes. What is the source? Same ega. Address, image name only change. If 100 times, you have to write full address kada. Maybe you are thinking we have already shortcut, sir, images/a.jpg, sir. But that days I clearly explained, sir, it is shortcut to useful for practicing programs. But real applications you have to write complete URL and that scenarios a couple of times I said. But you should be write originally like this. www. your website name .com/images/abc. The first image. Like that, how many, sir? 100 images, sir. But 100 times required. So you have to write this one 100 times plus. Next, in the same page, I have 50-60 hyperlinks also available. For images, hyperlink compulsory web pages. So I have 50 to 60 hyperlinks also available, sir. Something. Samsung mobiles, Vivo mobiles, something mobile, so 50 to 60 links available. So right, I put 50 to 60 times what we have to type, sir. Again, gada, http://www.sitename.com/ a program name we are going to calling a.html. The first hyperlink, second hyperlink, and the second case we'll get the b.html. This is bbb. Third link we'll get the c.html, and this is ccc. Like that, so many cases in my web page are total URL required. Any complication is there? No, no? No complication, huh? 100 times a full URL writing. In any one letter missing while typing 404, 50-60 times hyperlinks full URLs. And sometimes we have some form tags also. Well, form tags href hyperlink is comes. Well, link tag available, icon setting. There also well, again hyperlink available. But these number of times, the lengthy क्यों, sir? If shortcut available, our code also simplifying kada. Manaki risk also reducing. A shortcut providing the base is the base URL. This is the base URL. The rest of part I am writing in the program. This is the fundamental URL. So what are the URLs I am using in program? Before that, add this base URL. So go to the head section. Start the base. href equals to https://www.yoursitename.com. Close this and close the tag. The head sections are because setting and it should be applicable to enter the page. That's why you must be right in the top of the program head section. But what is your base URL, sir? This is the base URL. And now comes to here. What will do? This one we can remove it. Images, no chance to remove it. That you have to keep it. And this one you can remove it. And this one also you can remove it. This one also you can remove it. And this one also you can remove it. Now it's working normally. But a base URL, browser attaching automatically in place of the dot. The base URL, browser is going to attaching in place of the dot. Actually, dot also not required, sir. You can directly go for like this. So everywhere, when you are running the program here, base plus this one. AB plus BC plus AB plus AC plus AD, AB plus AC plus AD, A of B plus C plus D. I did the same thing all. Mathematics formulas are AB plus AC plus AD. Instead of 3 times A of B plus C plus D. But A automatically available in front of every BCD variable. Same thing it is happens here. So much of code shortcuttings are here. Balance tags we'll see in tomorrow. One small note point here. One web page allows only one base tag. 2 base tags, no chance. Next page you can write one more base tag. Next page you can write one more base tag. But within one program, one base tag all. Reason, sir. If you write the 2 bases like this, suppose a browser takes that address or this address. Confusion kada? Ambiguity. We define the 2 bases, sir. But which is your actual base? First one or second one? Some programs available in first one, some programs available in second one. Browser, which one it will take? As per their default nature. It is suitable to your requirement? No. So that is ambiguity problem. That's why don't write the more than one base tag. Single base tag allowed. Okay, balance things we'll see in tomorrow's session. Thank you all.